So here's our project for today, the projects that we take on when we're not hiking. So here we have a laundry room where the cabinets that were hung properly, but they just had way too much stuff in them, way too heavy. And as you can tell, one of them actually fell, and one of them is actually sagging, so it's going to be falling soon if we don't do something about it. So this project's going to involve us doing some French cleats, so stick around. So we've got some pretty big holes here, and so we purchased this adhesive repair patch that gives you some structure for the spackle to adhere to. So you can see I've already applied one there, and now I just got spackle over it. But it's sort of like a mesh and then a wire. There's two meshes and an adhesive, so it's easy to just take it out, place it with the adhesive that's already attached over the hole, and then apply the spackle. We cut it into fours, just using regular scissors. It is two meshes. One's sort of like a cloth mesh and one's the metal, but it's so thin that a normal pair of scissors was able to cut through it. And there's still some adhesive on here, so let's, should be enough to just kind of put it in place. Okay. We knew once the cabinets were reinstalled that this would be covered up, so we didn't really do a perfect job with applying the spackle. Just wanted to get something on there to fill the holes. So we laid one of the sides of the French cleat on the length of the all the cabinets combined, and they're all together like they're going to be when they're hanging. So now we have the exact length marked. I'm going to cut that, and then this will be attached to the wall in the laundry room. So we determined that there's an inch gap from where the original hanging of the cabinets was. We're going to maintain that inch gap. And we also determined like where the studs are by using this stud finder. And so we determined that the first stud is 12 inches in, or 11 inches, you can see, from the end of the board is where the middle of the first stud is. And then we started marking every 16 inches, which is their normal spacing of studs when you're framing. So this, on these lines that we just marked, is where we're going to pre-drill 2 holes on each line, one at the bottom, one at the top, and then we'll anchor this to the wall on those studs, and this will be for the top, which is the French cleat. And you can see. All right, so now we have the French cleat attached just on the ends, and I'm going to now pre-drill holes where the other studs are. For the cleat that attaches to the cabinets, we're just going to have it on the interior side. We're not going to go edge to edge. And so we measured this, and it's 13.5 inches. So we're just going to take that 13.5 inches down to the bottom. Measure twice, 13.5. There we go. We'll go right there. And we want to make sure that this part is flush on all of the cleats that we attach, so that it's flush at the top. So this is probably overkill, but we now have the bottom support so that the top and the bottom will be level. And now it's time to hang some cabinets. So as far as repair jobs go, not too bad. And the French cleat made it really easy to hold these in place so that we can further secure them. So we are now time to relax after working on the cabinets all day. Cheers. I don't know if are you allowed to put alcohol on YouTube? Don't know.
I don't know.
It's water.
About to find out.
It's water with lime.
Lime.
So how long did it take us to do the whole project?
So 11 to 5.
The trickiest part was the cutting the 45-degree angle using the circular saw. I think the blade on the circular saw needs to, it's either the wrong kind of blade or it's just an old blade. And, it's the proper blade, just old and it's not sharp.
Oh, you did a great job.
So we got through it. Thank you. Yeah.
6 hours,
Yeah.
give or take, maybe 5.
And then any unexpected, I mean, it all kind of worked
I did.
according to plan. No
very happy.
real gotchas. Yeah. So for those of you that tuned in to see a hiking video, sorry, these are the things we do when we're not hiking. But rest assured, you will see some new hiking videos very shortly. So stay tuned within the next week or so.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.